Would you like to play WVTC Radio Network?
Absolutely. Download it today.
The following program contains views that are not those of WVTC, iNetworks Communications, their subsidiaries, affiliates, or financial supporters.
WVTC, reaching the world with positivity. Music to get you through your day. Winning victory through Christ is the only way.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to another segment of My Vision, My Journey. Hey sis, how you doing?
Good morning.
Who is in the building today?
This is LaQuaya LaShawn, co-host of My Vision, My Journey with the lovely Sharon Bell.
Yes, y'all. We're just gonna wake up this morning with a little Bill Withers.
Let's get it.
Let's do something positive. And the sunlight hurts my eyes. When I wake up in the morning, it's very important that you do something positive.
Yes,
Get something positive going in the first 5 minutes
absolutely.
of your day. That's very important that your mind is really, really set.
And your heart too.
Your heart. So it's very important that you get affirmations in, because whatever you listen to in the first 5 minutes can determine how the rest of your day can be.
And it could change your mood too.
It can change your mood. So we're going to wake up with something a little bit positive on today,
Absolutely.
because it's a lovely day,
A
y'all.
lovely day.
It's a lovely day. We thank God we back in the building. It's another segment. I am sitting very comfortably in the visionary boardroom right next to my girl, my 10.12 sister.
Yes, ma'am.
Tell everybody what the 1012 is about.
So this week, me and Sharon, we celebrate our birthdays. She's the 10th
Yes.
and I'm the 12th.
And there you go. 10, 12. So, y'all, I appreciate it. I am so excited to rock in with my sister, y'all. I thought I would just bring in a little Bill Withers. Lovely day, because it is a lovely day. It's a blessed day, guys.
Yes, it
We are
is.
in a new home, sis.
Yeah,
How I feel?
I love it.
You love it?
I'm loving it. I love the energy.
You love the
Love
energy?
the environment. The energy in the room is great.
Energy in the room is great. She is.
And we on WVTC.
Great, can get no better than that.
Yes.
Winning victory through Christ
Yes.
radio, as well as winning victory through Christ TV network station. Guys, we are so elated to be in the building with you guys this morning. We're just gonna let you guys welcome us in, social media wise, our network, the radio station. We just want y'all to know who LaQuaya and Sharon is all about. And then we'll get off into every Monday. Every Monday, you can see us here, Central Standard Time. My Vision, My Journey, we on WVTC. And we do some shout outs on here. And I'm just going to shout out some businesses real quick. So I want to thank the businesses that has got in contact with us. LaQuaya, tell them if they want to reach us, if they want us to shout them out, what they need to do, hon.
They just need to give us a call, connect with us on social media.
Yes,
we
they
do
can.
respond.
We do respond. That is absolutely right. So you must be following our pages, My Vision, My Journey. Please follow My Vision, My Journey page.
Yes.
And then sis, tell them how they can find you as well.
You can find me at LaQuaya LaShawn and Facebook, LaQuaya LaShawn as well.
And on Instagram, _My Vision, My Journey is right there on the screen. But we do have some shout outs. So I want to say some shout outs to our business shout outs, because My Vision, My Journey, we came about in April of 2020. When COVID first hit us,
Yeah.
it was my duty. I don't know. That was my blessing. I guess my purpose now, my passion. That I just wanted some of my friends to thrive out throughout COVID. You know, when COVID came, we was on lockdown and couldn't get you couldn't go to the beauty salon,
Right.
couldn't go to the hair salon, couldn't go to the nail salon,
Grocery store.
the grocery store. So it's only essential places was open, but there were still life was still happening.
Absolutely.
So I had friends that had products and services that I felt like needed to thrive throughout COVID and be introduced to a world of people. So fast forward, 2020, that's when we got started. And I have introduced over 160 plus small businesses and entrepreneurs.
And that is a beautiful thing, because LaQuaya LaShawn is about that business.
Yes, you are, honey.
And we always support the businesses, because that's just another lane for generational wealth.
Generational wealth. And that's what it's about, guys, about the business. So on My Vision, My Journey, we come to inspire, engage, empower, raise awareness, educate, and mentor the community. And we do that, guys, by bringing forth the information on what's happening. And my sister's going to talk more about that, and when we get into the segment. about that business, because she's about the business of getting yourself together. Because we want to be about the business, but are we about the true business of God's business?
Absolutely. And built on a foundation of family, finances, and faith. So that's standing ground for us.
So, and we're going to talk about that, because I said quite often, your vision is your business.
Mm.
Let me say that, let me back it up. Your vision is your business, but sometimes our vision be a little cloudy because we be in everybody else's business. But your vision is your business. And I say that often because lots of times we don't know where our gifts are. We don't know where our talents come from. We often mad at people. We jealous of folks. We envy, because this little social media thing is sometimes to get us in trouble, girl. Facebook will have us bankrupt in our mind because we mad. We looking at what everybody else is doing versus what we could be doing. So we sit at the wrong tables. And when we get to the wrong tables, no one is welcoming what you're trying to do. So we spinning like a little hamster wheel on a circle. My vision, my journey, we're here to help y'all. We're here to help connect those dots to get you in the right alignment for the right assignment so that your gifts could flourish. You don't have to be mad at people. You don't have to be walking around here being messy and being petty Betty and all those things, because my sister's about the business. So she's going to help you to get those businesses and things in order. We talked about it from a faith, family, and finances, and that's what it's all about. I don't know why we be angry. Why do we be angry?
Frustration is when people don't know their purpose.
They
don't really go after their passion.
You're right.
And I think that's when the frustration comes in, is when you don't know
what
that
purpose is.
Yeah.
So on Mondays, we're going to transform their mind. We're going to get that mind right. We're going to do some mind transformational. We're going to reset it. We're going to reset the clock, and we're going to help you, because if you're at a point where we got a few more weeks, we got 2 more months. We're not going to put a period at the end of December 31st, y'all. We're going to put a comma behind that.
Exactly.
So don't be upset and don't be frustrated with yourself if you have not finished all the things you said you was going to start in the beginning of the year, because we don't set timelines here. We set goals.
Exactly.
And we don't have resolutions over here. We have goals. And we take those failures and we turn them into opportunities.
Yes.
So again, we're going to give you an opportunity to connect with us so that you can get it right over these next few weeks, and you can start walking out on your mind, and you all can stop suffering silently. So let me get to my business shout out real quick. I want to get to my business shout out. So I want to say my business shout out today, sis, is Fancy Event Servers. It says first class service. Let us serve you. So she said you can call her to get a quote at 708-882-2825. I want to say to Fancy Event Service, I appreciate you, my sister. You can visit her on her website at Fancy with the FANCIE eventsserves.com, or you can email her at fancyeventserves with an S at yahoo.com. So let's give it up for Fancy Event Servers. Had an opportunity to run into her at an event. Shouts out to Sharice Carter. Just met her this weekend, the author of Love Knows Books. And Sharice had an event, Pouring Into Pages, with authors. That's her next event that's coming up December 8th. And I was the actual panelist, had the opportunity to host a panel to talk about these authors. And that's where I met Miss Fancy. And she had her crew out there serving the brunch for Sharice's event. And I said, come on, sister.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
So
it's a lot of opportunities out there.
It is. There's a lot of great opportunities, guys. So if you would love for us to shout you out, please make sure you connect with us. You can follow us. You can DM us, and we'll make sure that we get your business out there. And also, sponsors is also available. Sponsorships. So we thank you so much for our sponsors and our partners who sponsor and partner with My Vision, My Journey. So, sis, what did you do this weekend?
Well, I had the pleasure of being at Coffee and Conversation.
Girl, what is coffee and coffee? Y'all, as I sip on my cup of coffee. Because I know sometimes y'all be wanting to know what's in here. Tea. It's still the tea. I still got that tea in here. But today I got coffee. So what was Coffee and Conversations all about?
So Coffee and Conversations is about bringing professional women together that's about that business.
Oh, about that business.
And we just provide resources to one another. It's truly networking.
Okay.
It's truly healing. It's truly
Okay, wait. Let's back up. You said it's truly networking. What made it true networking? Because I know oftentimes, and we're gonna help you to get your network together, but I want to ask that question. What is true networking to you, sis?
So true networking is finding collaborative partners
Okay.
to help forward the business.
Okay.
So if we're working together, I have a friend of mine who has a business, and she came up with collaboration over competition.
Collaboration.
Yes,
Over competition.
over competition.
I know that's right.
So coming together with like-minded people in different industries and working together to forward us, because it only take one person to change your life forever.
One person. She said
One person.
that one connection could be meaningful. Girl, let me just say this. Let me get comfortable, y'all. I'm about to get comfortable because I'm in my
Come
new
on
home.
now.
I'm in my new home. I can take my shoes off. Connections. And we're going to put a parking lot right there, right down on the board. Y'all get y'all pen and paper out. Y'all know how to do this. Get your pen and paper out because we're about to go back to the drawing board. I'm about to tell some of y'all why y'all stuck and why you can't move further in the process, because some of y'all connections is faulty. You know, and what I mean by that, you know when you got you got that phone charger and that wire starts to get frayed at the end, but you still want to keep using it. And you know it's dangerous to keep plugging that faulty wire into your phone system. So instead, but you won't go get a new connection so you can make sure you connected. You like dealing with faulty connections.
Oh, let me put this on that. Let me follow up and give the laugh of what you just said. So basically, what we say in family is, if you have an idea, you want to start your business, you want to promote in your job, and you talking about positive manifestations, and your girl like, girl, that ain't gonna happen. You can't do that. You ain't never did. You don't even have a degree. How you gonna do that?
Right.
That's a bad circle. Do you know I've run into people sharing, because I'm just naturally proud to see our people win.
Right.
I'm proud to see you win.
Right.
And some women have been like, where have you been all my life? I can't even tell people the success stories in my life because they're jealous, or they take it that I'm bragging.
Wow. And it's not bragging. It's blessed. Well, it's bragging if you at the wrong table.
Let's go back to that.
Right.
That
Connectivity. So that's what we mean by faulty connectivities. And so until you decide to get your cell phone down there to the store and get you a good cord that the bars it's not gonna take all day for you to get on charge. Until you decide to get down there and get to a good store and get you some good connections, you still gonna be living bar to bar. Bar to bar. What I mean by that, moment to moment, second to second.
And you'll never be able to share your wins. And that's not a good thing.
So you said you was at the network event, which you already told us what a true definition of network is. You said you got around some like-minded individuals for the connections. And I've had way more disconnections than I had connections. But let me just tell you this. The disconnections doesn't even matter because the connections that I had outweighed the disconnections.
Absolutely.
So I'm going to back that up for y'all. I had way more disconnections. Y'all hear me? Than connections. But the connections that I've had outweighed the disconnections. And when you get around like-minded individuals, you don't have to worry about, if I share something, am I going to come off as braggadocious?
Right.
When you get around like-minded individuals, you don't have to worry about keeping it to yourself because somebody going to steal it. Because what's for you is for
you.
And what God has for me is for
Me.
So again, mind transformational, mind motivational, get your life right Monday. This is where we are. Because a lot of us, our minds are being bankrupt. We're selling our dreams to the cemetery. We're making the cemetery rich off our dreams. We are bankrupt in our thoughts. A lot of us are suffering in silence because we're around fake people, we're around fake situations, or sometimes we're around individuals and it just took us all these years to figure out that's just their personality. And when that happens, that can take you into a woo. I've been there
Yeah.
and done that as well. So, sis, you said you was around some good connections,
Yes.
network, opportunities. What else, sis?
So, and we are able to pour into each other's lives,
Mm,
personally and professionally, and connect people to other people that can help them grow professionally, business wise, health wise, spiritually,
Mm.
mentally.
mm.
And we need that support. That's a part of the self care.
But okay, I get that. And oftentimes I'm that person. I'm the one you speaking to. It's me. It's me. It's me on the couch. I do. I want to be around some connected people. I do want to be around some like-minded people. I do want to be around some winners. But I don't know where is that at? Like, I mean, how do I go about that? Like without offending my current circle of friends? Like, how do I branch off into new networks and circles and not make my friends feel offended?
I mean, why are we worried about offending people?
Uh, because
If you're not there for me,
but you've been my ride or die. You gotta go with me everywhere I go.
but sometimes people in your life for a season, Sharon.
Ooh,
I know
girl.
sometimes that hurt.
Ooh.
Ironically, I had a conversation with one of my besties, and she was like, I figured out this weekend that people I thought was for me really not for me. And it hurt to let them go, but I had to let them go.
So when the nameplate started changing at the dinner table, don't ask no questions.
No, and sometimes, especially my spiritual sisters, gotta remove people out your life.
He will. And I know I was saying it is. Sometimes, guys, it's hard to see what it is and know what it is and have to digest that all at the same time. Especially when it's a circle of something you've been a part of all your life.
Yeah.
A village or a community of things. And how do I want to break free from that? But I don't want to offend nobody. I don't want to hurt nobody. But what I want to say is what and who is influencing you is keeping you from being authentically you.
Exactly. You have to be authentically you.
I'm going to say that one more time.
Authentically you.
What and who is influencing you is keeping you from being free and keeping you from being authentically you. Hey, Latrice Dixon, thank you for checking in. She said you can't take people with you. You know that's right. Hey, Mom, thank you for checking in. She said, good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
You know what? My husband said all the time, everybody that come with you can't what? Go with you.
They can. They can. You have to cut it off.
You have to cut it off.
And I think it comes down to mindset too, Sharon, because like you said earlier, people stealing from you, whether it's an idea or whatever, but it's mindset because feasibility, it's enough out here for everybody. I mean, people making billions of dollars off the smallest thing, millions of dollars off the smallest thing.
Off the smallest thing.
Yeah. And except for hating on someone, ask them how they got there.
Oh.
Let's talk about that. How did you get there? How did you get your peace? It's not just about money, mental health, your peace, your faith. How did you get that relationship with God? How did you grow? How did you walk away from that marriage? How did you walk away from that friend? Let me tell you how.
Well, let me tell you, a lot of my pathways, a lot of my strength, me coming out of bondage, me coming out of being mentally captive by what was slavering me and keeping me in bondage was that corporate world. I'm just going to put it to you out there. And trying to compete in something that was never going to be rewarding. Hey, hubby, thank you for checking in. And so the Linda Bell, that's my American Express card. I don't leave home without it. But a lot of things that was paining me was me being in a situation of an area where I was not being appreciated. And sometimes in the corporate world, you don't feel appreciated.
Yeah.
And where I was coming from, the job and the position I was in, it was never going to be rewarding or awarding. It was not. And I was fighting in a battle of, because I was in a place where I just didn't belong. It wasn't that I wasn't successful in it. It wasn't that I wasn't good at it. That was not what God had for me. But I had to go to that place to learn the things that I needed to learn in order for me to get to where I am today. So God has to sustain you, and he will call you to work through your gifts. But if you in bondage, you're not going to know what those gifts are. And what do I mean by bondage? 1 Peter 2 and 2, 1 Peter 2, 20 through 22. Condition of not being free because you strongly influenced by something or someone. Bondage. Mind. First thing starts within your mind. Mentally. The devil wants your what, sis?
Your mind. Period.
So your mind. When I was in DC and we went to for the Million Woman United Family March, African American Museum, sis. And as we started through slavery, it talked about slavery, how it came about, and all those things in Europe and North America. And the first thing is said when I was walking through, and my mom could witness to it because she was there with me and my husband. It said the one thing that the slaves feared for African Americans to have, it was two things. One was faith, and the other one was education. That was the two things the master feared, that if African Americans had faith and education, we would go far. Why do you think that, sis?
Look at where we are today. African American women have the highest percentage of master degrees, a higher education, period. I mean, we have built this country. We have a big part in building this country. So many different things that I didn't know growing up. It's so funny because when you're growing up and you're going to school and you're learning about African history, you're only being taught about the slavery. Oh, your history is picking cotton and being beat and slavery. But they don't tell you that DuSable founded Chicago. I didn't find that out till I was an adult.
Oh,
that's a shame.
Not through all them books, and you done went through K through 12. K through 12, and you just
didn't know.
Didn't know. So it's how important is it to know something for yourself, sis?
You gotta read. I teach my kids. I teach them because had I known who I was, it would be a different day. And that's part of the problem with these children today. They don't know who they are.
Or whose they are.
Hey.
Because there's some of us, we don't know who we are.
Exactly.
And whose we are, even at our age of where we are now as an adult life. And that's why things are running around and kids are so chaotic and things are so chaotic. And that's why we're here to say we have to leave a legacy. So your business is your vision. What legacy are you leaving behind? Are we going to let our future diminish because we failing to do our part? And what I say about we the millenniums.
Yeah.
The millenniums. And half for our kids is what age now? That's coming through. Yeah. So if we somewhere, child, look at them.
Right.
And we're not doing our part. If you're a grandmother, grandfather, godmother, auntie, uncle, sister, brother, and you see them doing wrong and you don't have no type of influence in that child's life, then what does that say for you?
Exactly.
What does that say?
I mean, the least you could do is teach them African history.
Teach them African history.
Teach them history, period.
Teach
them, let them know who they are, because it's a difference in you believing that you came from slavery when your people were kings and queens
and warriors. Come on,
and come from royalty. We invented math. You know, like we are the first people.
We are.
You know, and when you don't know who you are, you walk in there. I had a different sense of pride when I figured out who I was and what I came from,
and what you can do.
And the blood that runs through me.
Come on, running warm through the veins of today. Thank you, Jesus, for that.
I got royalty. What,
baby?
I got royalty in my DNA.
You have royalty in your DNA, because let me back that up when my sister said she's free. Galatians 5:1. Now, y'all, let me tell y'all something. This old trusty book here, y'all, love me some journal books. And we were talking, and that's how the spirit moved. And my sister said something to me today, and I said, Reed, when was that wrote? She was like 2023. But I opened it up, and here we are. So what I'm going back to is I didn't just write this. This was wrote in 2023, but it's going into revelation of what we're talking about. Galatians 5:1. It is freedom that Christ has set us free. Stand firm then, and do not let yourselves be burdened again by the yoke of slavery. It seemed like we're trying to go back that way, huh?
Yeah, it's definitely seemed like that way. So now we're going to talk about the importance of your vote.
The importance of your vote. So, guys, we thank you all. If you're just tuning in again, welcome to another segment of My Vision, My Journey, where I am sitting very comfortably in the visionary boardroom where only like-minded individuals can sit at this table. And I'm sitting here with my girl, LaCoya LaShawn. Today, y'all, I didn't want to be on my soapbox. I did not. I didn't want to get on a soapbox because we're brand new to our new home.
Yes.
You know, when you come in your new home, you want to act right. You don't want to just act a fool when you first come home. You want to act right. You want to thank God for giving you a new home and a new location. But now that I know I'm at home and I'm comfortably at home, I didn't took my shoes off. I'm ready. I'm ready to have some conversations with you all. But one thing that I really want to make sure it resonates is October is a month of breast cancer awareness.
Yes.
That's why I have on my pink today.
Mammograms.
Mammograms, guys.
Mammograms, ladies.
We said My Vision, My Journey. We're here to inspire, engage, empower, raise awareness, educate, and mentor. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to raise the awareness, guys. So breast cancer awareness month, as well as domestic violence and awareness month. We're talking about mind transformational, mind motivational, get your life right Monday. If you see something, say something.
Yes.
Domestic violence. If you see something, say something. A lot of us is suffering in silence because we don't have a safe space to talk. And if you have a friend, a loved one that has been isolated, guys, check in on them.
Absolutely.
Check in on them.
Definitely get the hotline. You can call, even though you're not in a domestic violence relationship, you could call and get some of the different tips on how to recognize or how to help someone escape from it. You could give them the telephone numbers to help them escape out of these different situations. So definitely be aware of it. You do see a friend that's kind of slipping away that used to be out all the time and seeing the bruises and, you know, at work. Sometimes
patterns.
people
patterns change.
Absolutely.
Hiding of things, guys. There's so many signs out there, but I'm not an expert on it, but I'm here just to bring the awareness.
Yes.
It is Domestic Violence Awareness Month as well as Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Thank you to all you ladies that came out to the Croc Center on Saturday, that showed up for your loved ones, that showed up in solidarity, guys. So thank you so much to the ladies and men.
Yeah.
Because there was men out there as well. There was men out there. So guys, thank you so much for all that you do in the community advocating. We got a few comments. We want to say thank you so much. We're going to read a few comments and see who's still with us. Hey, Holly. Good morning, Holly Avant. Good morning to you. Who else do we have over there, sis?
We got Gerald Miller Jr. Thank you. Our people perish for a lack of knowledge.
Yes.
And Latrice was giving us some nuggets. Miss Latrice Dixon, we invented the bed iron open heart surgery.
Yes, ma'am.
500 ways to use peanuts, gas mask, traffic light, and so much more.
I know that's right. See, that's what I'm saying. A wealth of knowledge, guys. Sometimes we wait till February to give this information out. We thank you guys so much. One information tip that we want you to get really, really quickly, and we want to say thank you guys for tuning in to us. But It's something that I need all roads. I need all walks. I need all steps. I need all runners, bikers, everything. I need you guys to get to the polls.
Yes.
It is time to VOTE.
I want you to know your Black job is to go and vote.
Your business. It's your business. It's your right. It's your birthright. It's your everything. Don't complain about it if you're not going to be about it. But let me say this. Stop letting other people influence you. Stop letting other people influence you on your next journey. You listening and you eating off the wrong tables. We out here just social media surfing and don't have all the true facts.
Yeah.
Some of us, we just let somebody tell us anything, we run with it. We don't even try to research it. We don't try to find out if it's true. We just be running around here repeating, and don't even know what we talking about. We walking around here like my pastor said on yesterday, and shouts out to St. John Missionary Baptist Church. Want to shout out?
Shout out to Pastor Hannah.
Yes.
New life.
Yes, so we're going to shout out our pastors on here. We thank you guys so much. But we're wearing hats, supporting, talking about make America great again.
I'm voting for the felon.
Right. So, I mean, you know, again, you got to stop letting other people influence you on your next journey. You listening and eating off the wrong tables. We spending more time trying to figure out what Diddy doing, what Diddy did, what other people are doing versus moving the bar. And moving the bar is getting to the polls. Moving the bar is, let's talk about this 2025. Do you know about that? Because y'all know how many bottles Diddy had, but do you know what this Project 2025 is about?
Yes, Project 2025. I mean, the first thing that's just disheartening for me is that they want to give immunity to the police. You know, no federal recompense. Like they just get out of it. And we all saw George Floyd tragically pass away on national TV. I wouldn't want any police officer to have immunity. Now, I support police officers. I appreciate the protection, but the ones that's out here just, you know, racist and killing people, I have a serious problem with that.
Yeah. Again, how can they find Project 2025, sis, and start reading it for themselves?
It's so much online. It's so much online to read. It's Project 2025. You have what's our sis name from Dallas, the congresswoman.
Okay.
She has YouTube videos on it.
Oh,
we
Lori. Is it Lori?
No, the one that talked about
okay, I know. Okay, we'll find her.
Yes,
I'll find her. Follow our pages, and we'll make sure we get that information to you.
Information. But there's a great deal of breakdowns. They were even had a breakdown story in what is that chat called? I forgot that chat.
Okay.
But it's another, they're breaking it down, all of it, because it was like 1,000 pages.
Yeah, and it's something that's been in the making, though. That's just so this is not something. This was back in 2015, I believe it was said. I it's in my notes, but I know who you're talking about. The sister that's pointing out all the information, and if you guys have it and you're watching on the chat, can you type it in for us? But what we're saying is, please go and read it, because there's areas that's going to affect you massively, and especially from an education standpoint. Lose your job. It ain't got nothing to do if you black, white, whatever color. Lose your job. They talking about taking away unemployment. So what we're saying is, you're talking about the lesser of two evils is what people want to say. Let's talk about doing the right thing. The point of it is the person that's fit to do the right job. That's what we want to talk about. We always want to put black and white in here. We want to put culture and all those things. We want to put male versus female. Look, the person that's going to do the right thing is the person that's fit for the job. So I want us to take a moment to make sure that before we get to the polls and all those things, do your homework and figure out what they're talking about for a plan, because I still ain't seen his plan. He's been talking about a plan since he was in office. I still don't have a plan, still ain't seen the plan.
Exactly. And U.S. Rep Jasmine Crockett.
Yes, that's her name, Jasmine Crockett.
She has a video on TikTok talking about Project 2025. That's something that you want to see. There is another young lady. Now I'll put this in our on our Facebook page. It's called "What is Project 2025? What you should probably know about it." She's given a breakdown of it.
Okay.
And let's see. Her name is, I apologize. I cannot. Oh, Deja Sade.
Deja Sade?
Yes.
Okay. So, guys, we want to thank you all so much for tuning in with us. My Vision, My Journey, where we come to inspire, engage, empower, raise awareness, educate, and mentor the community. We thank you all for joining us every Monday at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time, where we're going to help you guys. We're going to help you to connect the dots to your next. We're going to help us to reset, reboot, and rebuild our next couple of weeks so that we can successfully go into our new year and not have to look back over 2024 and miss our divine assignments, miss our divine alignment because we wasn't at the right tables. We wasn't prepared. We wasn't equipped. We didn't have all the tools. So that's what LaKoya, LaShawn, and Mrs. Bell is going to do. We're going to sit at this table every Monday, and we want you to join us. And we want you to get your cup of coffee, your cup of tea, or whatever you need to get you going. But we want you to get your pen and your paper because we're going to take it back to the drawing board. And what I mean by that is I don't want to be the only one with the blueprint.
Yeah.
I don't. I want to share my blueprint.
Yeah.
I'm going to bring you guys in on the vision and the journey that I have experienced and the pain that I have went through to get to where I'm at now. But I wouldn't change none of it. None of it.
I wouldn't either. And I think another great thing between the two of us, Sharon, is not only will you come and get my vision and we assist you with your journey, but you would also get the resources necessary to move through those journeys. Sharon is a resource queen. That was something that I thought I was the resource queen until I met her. But between the two of us, when we put our heads together, you're going to walk away with your resources and tips. And I want you to feel free to reach out to us with questions and things of that nature, because when we start talking about the business part, starting your own business growth, and things of that nature, I'm sure you're going to have questions because we're going to bring it.
We're going to bring it. And my sister, your background, give them a little bit of what your background is so that they can know why you all about the business, why you qualified, why they should be following and not just clickbaiting what you're doing. But yeah, I said it. But why they really should be following you. I mean, because we do have the blueprint and we want to share the blueprint. So sis, tell them so, because we got to have credibility behind us. We got to be certified, bona fide.
Overachiever. Sorry, that's what you said.
Right. So let everybody know you have the credentials on why it is that you do what you do.
So the credential is I am an entrepreneur that has degrees. A lot of entrepreneurs do not have the education, but they're wealthy and doing well. But I'm coming at you from both angles.
Right. I'm not mad if you were self-made. Right. If you were self-made and self-bought, but that's okay. But over here, she has the credentials. And go ahead, sis.
No problem. So I have a bachelor's degree in business administration from, of course, our HBCU, Clark Atlanta University. I have a master's in human resources from Loyola University and a master's in organizational leadership from Lewis University right here in Chicago.
There you go.
I am a serial entrepreneur. I have a group home that'll be opening this month.
Come on, talk about it.
I have a child welfare agency, I should say, and we've established a group home in a 10,000 square foot building with 12 bedrooms, and we do have a contract with the state of Illinois Department of Children and Family Services. Yes. And I also have a recruiting firm that recruit for in the trans-electronics industry, where we're doing project managers and field service technicians, and we also touch into the healthcare arena. So that is LaKoya LaShawn at her finest.
Yes, honey. And I am so elated to have you as my co-host.
Absolutely.
Guys, this is my 1012 sister. And y'all already know I told you that. So I want to say happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday
in advance, because I know when we come back, guys, the birthday will be over with. Both of us. So Thursday and Sunday, we will be, if God allows us to see another day around this earth, I want to just say happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you too, sis.
And happy birthday to our first segment.
Hey.
So guys, before we get ready to get out of here, sis, is there any closing remarks you want to give before we get ready to get out of here?
I just want to say to our people out here listening to us, encourage not only you go and vote, but encourage everyone to vote. If you can participate, hit the grounds, take somebody to the poll with you, show people, get them out to vote. This vote is so critical.
Man,
And I
very
want
critical, sis.
people that's out there, my vote don't count. Oh, my vote don't count. Then why is Trump and his people coming to talk to the Black community? Like, think about that. If our vote does not count, why are the Republicans coming to the churches and the Black events, the Black symposium, to talk to us about that vote? They're invited. They're trying to get the Black vote. Your vote counts. Please do not let anybody talk you out of it. This is an extremely important election, and we need your vote.
Yes, we do. We need your vote, guys. It saddens me that we more concerned about putting out the negative than the positive.
Yeah.
It saddens me that we become crabs in a barrel when it's time for us to move as a nation, to move as a culture. It saddens me. It saddens me that our young people are so in darkness when it comes to knowing who they are, whose they are. It saddens me that our neighborhoods are run down and they're looking the way they look. It saddens me that we come outside and we're more concerned about what we look like on the outside than working about what we look like on the inside. It saddens me that my sisters don't want to come together and help each other to raise the next level of new, young ladies and things of that nature. We rather argue about what you got on and how you look and all those things versus, hey, let me help you. Let me sit you down. Do you know this? Do you have a bank account? Where do you start at? Do you have a budget? Do you know how to plan a budget? Do you know how to wash? Do you know how to sew? Do you know how to cook? It saddens me that the things that we were taught, the things that we were trained, the tools that we were given to be successful, we have lost them. It saddens me. So we're going to get some things back in alignment on my vision, my journey, because it is our duty to make sure that the community and the village and the future don't diminish because we fail to do our part. If you feel you out of options, know God is the opportunity. And I'm getting ready to close and get on out of here. Let me say that one more time. If you feel that you are out of options, know God is the opportunity. The wilderness is where God is. That's his favorite place for God to show our concerns. The wilderness is where he does his best work. Your pain is having you distance from yourself and the navigation of God's plan and your goals. Stop letting the pain blind you from God's opposition. Who and what you are and who you looking to be, you can't when you're compromising being authentically you. I thank y'all so much for riding with me. I thank you so much for riding with my girl, LaShawn, LaKoya, LaShawn. We appreciate you, sis.
We appreciate you, Sharon.
I love the knowledge that you bring.
Absolutely.
And to the man above who allowed me to be who I am, 365. To our supporters and to people that watched us on today, we love you.
Yes.
To our family,
yes,
we appreciate you. Keep family, keep God first, family second, and stay about that business. My vision, my journey, we out. We love y'all. Take care.